What's up, Pika, Ava? How y'all be today? Today crazy as hell. Of course, I knew he was gonna get off. That's what happens when you got money. Ain't shit gonna happen to you, basically. But if been a poor bitch like me, shit, they would have threw my ass under the jail. Of course, they did the other in the jail. But y'all been alright though. I'm surprised I could sit outside today. Lately it's been 100 some odd degrees and shit. But hang on. Let me make sure I got my nope. I know she is. I just got tired of hearing the same shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you, people. I just got tired of hearing it. He got off. I mean, we knew he was gonna get off. So money can buy a lot of shit. That's all I got to say about it, because I don't give a fuck. The first thing you learn in any class, any of that, the first thing you fucking learn is you treat every weapon like it's loaded, and you don't point it at no motherfucking body unless you really need to use it. So how in the fuck he didn't have no, how he wasn't culpable to the crime is beyond me. Hey, Janice. But we knew that shit was gonna happen when you have money. Exactly. You never assume that's the first thing they fucking teach you in CCP. I know I have mine. That's the first thing. You never assume that it's not loaded. So but like I said, we knew this shit was gonna happen. I mean, that man got money, so shit. Anybody else, our asses would be under the jail. Y'all see, they put the armorer under the jail. They had no problem putting her ass up under there. So, but his ass, well, it was her fault if she wouldn't have loaded the gun. Bullshit. He picked it up and he pulled the goddamn trigger. But I digress. That ain't got shit to do with me. Kitty. Yeah, hey, Janice, shout out to you, man. I heard what you did. Somebody in the chat told me, shout out to you for that real shit. You stood up to what's right. So shout out to you for that. I heard what you did and I was like, that's fucked up, man. But y'all know, I like, if it ain't the main creators I follow, I don't be in their chats. I don't. Like, I try to catch everybody's shit, but I can't. I can't. But shout out to you for that. That took a lot of guts. That took a lot of balls. That took a lot of cojones to do it in a chat full of fucking haters that had something to say. So, shout out to you for that. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You a real one for that. Real shit. But I wanted to give y'all an update. Y'all remember I told y'all Mr. Two in charge doesn't even live in Memphis. He lives in fucking Atlanta, Georgia. And July 8th, they had a Mayor Paul Young and of course CJS. They had a yeah, he got called out. He got fired. He got fired. They had a press conference on July 8th, and they said he was no longer employed. Mayor Paul Young, though, had to save face and say that Sean Jones' primary residence is still in the state of Georgia. Tennessee law does not permit restrictions on the residency of first responders. They had passed the state law in 2022 removing the residency requirements for first responders, so the department changed its policy. But Young said the decision to let Jones go was made by the city and that it did not have anything to do with the recent concerns recently raised regarding Jones' residency. Young said this decision had to do with the broader direction of the department. Bullshit, you saving face. You no, you didn't expect that shit to happen. You didn't expect that shit to blow up in your goddamn face. What's up, Am? I believe he would because he is from Atlanta, Georgia. When CJ came here, when she got hired, and that's another thing I wanted to say. When she came here, okay, we couldn't find a chief that was in Memphis. Okay, cool. Instead of you hiring a second in charge that actually lives here, you brought one of your people from Atlanta to come here. So they probably are connected to that shit. Because their main residency is in Atlanta, Georgia. It is not here in Memphis. And we was paying them 180K per year to not do shit, basically. It's exactly. It's funny as hell when news and residents started sitting here saying, "Hold the fuck up! You mean to tell me this motherfucker don't even stay here and we paying him 180K per year? Are you serious?" Next thing you know, they sent out a motherfucking press release saying he's no longer employed. I said, "Oh, so that's what we have to do for y'all to listen. We got to start going to the news." Because that's how that shit happened. That's how he got fired. If it wasn't for the news sitting here saying, "Nah, this man don't even live in Atlanta," if it wasn't for them, he probably still be making 180K per year. But the fact that motherfucking Mayor Paul Young sit here saying, "Well, it's not because of that. We're just changing direction." What direction you trying to go? It's a hellhole city. I love my city, but it's a hellhole city. What direction y'all trying to go? Because everything you doing is making the streets worse. So what direction you going in, sir? Backwards? Cause it ain't the math ain't mathing with me. He's a cop, Janice. He's the second in charge. He was our assistant chief here in Memphis, but he didn't even live here. He stays in Atlanta, Georgia. He's a cop in Atlanta, Georgia as well. So he was double dipping, basically. And if it wasn't for the news sitting here saying, "Hey, do y'all know the second in charge don't even live here?" And folks in the city started raising nine kinds of hell about it because we was like, "What the fuck? You mean to tell us he's making 180K per year? And if something happens and God forbid CJ on vacation or some shit, we gotta wait 8 hours on this motherfucker to get to the city?" Fuck out of here. Nah, fuck that. Mm-mm. So I really hope when she goes to hire a new assistant police chief, for one, I hope it is a local person, somebody that knows these streets, somebody that knows how to talk to these gangs and get them to somewhat chill out. Because you do have some cops on the force that can. But I don't want no more motherfucking out of towners that don't even know us and then they ain't even got to stay here. They can be in Timbuk fucking too. Nah, fuck that. They need to be a resident here in this city. I don't know why my nuts in your mouth. The world wants to know. Asking dumbass questions like that. Hey, Angel. But, yeah. So, then the second thing that happened, and I was happy as hell that this happened as well. They caught that motherfucking 16-year-old that shot the watermelon man. They caught his ass. He was staying, dumbass, he did not even get out of Memphis. He didn't even leave Memphis. I'm sorry, if you're gonna kill somebody and go on the run, get the fuck up out of the city. They caught his ass. And he tried to run out the back door, but SWAT had that motherfucker surrounded, so he had to give up. So they caught his ass. Kitty. I be telling y'all, you gotta have tough skin to be on this goddamn app. Real shit. Because people be coming here with the weirdest shit. Why is your voice so high? Does it look like I got an Adam's apple, bitch? Because I don't. Just saying. Stupid is, stupid does. You want to say some stupid shit? I'm going to say some stupid shit. I don't know. I ain't, look. Then I'm from the city that's home of checking. Like, I've heard worse. When I say, folks, why your voice? Why you look like a dude? What are you? Baby, I've had kids ask me this shit. So you think I get offended when a grown motherfucker that know better asks me some shit like that? No. No. I'm just gonna sit here and respond back with some stupid ass shit and deuces. Bye. Get the fuck on. Like, I ain't got time for that shit. Like, when I say I've been called worse, baby, it's gonna take a lot more than that. But yeah, they caught his ass. He was over, I want to say South Memphis or Orange Mound. I want to say Tate. He was caught on Tate. But yeah, they caught his little ass. He tried to run out the back door. As soon as he realized he was surrounded, he gave up peacefully. Steve Mulroy done sat here and said he's going to the judge and pretty much asking them not to give him another bond because fuck that. If he's going to run, nonsense. Look here. Not saying these folks don't need a dragon, because, baby, folks is weird out here, though. I don't know. That was some weird shit. That was a weird play. I don't know what the end game was with that shit and how the fuck all of a sudden that shit went left. I don't know. I don't know if motherfucker was trying to use folks or what, but touche. And see, I missed all of that shit. Hell, I told y'all I don't be roaming. Hey, man, I don't be roaming these streets. I don't. I kick it with my main ones. Other than that, I keep it fucking pushing. Yeah, it is weird, and I still think it was intentional. Of course, I be thinking all this shit intentional. I ain't gonna lie to you. My conspiracy minded ass. No. Mm-mm. I'm just glad I didn't get that far over there. Like, I was in their chat once. I'm good, especially if you're gonna be saying all type of wild shit like that. I'm straight. I'm straight. I don't agree with that shit. So, if people like it, hey, do you. But I'm not one of them. So, yeah, that's why I said that shit ain't no. That wasn't no. I'm gonna be your friend type. Nah, that was some deep ass shit. You infiltrated a whole different side, got subs, and then turned around and you pulled a okie doke on folks. It's not, but then again, I honestly, Angel, motherfuckers out here ain't normal no more. That's just being real. Motherfuckers out here be weird as shit for no reason. That's the crazy part. Like Pika tell you, this one thing that I holler all the time is just be you. Don't fake it. Don't do none of that shit. Be you. When you portray yourself to be one thing and then later on down the road it comes out that you're fake as fuck and you a two-faced motherfucker, just be you. If you're gonna be two-faced, just go ahead and do it. Shit. That way, hey Kai, I ain't seen you in a minute. Yeah. Calling people fans and shit, that shit weird. I don't know, that shit is weird. I ain't never. Now they're fans. Not subs, not supporters, fans. But if that's the wording you want to use. Yeah, it's always going to be found out. That's why I'm like, just be you. Don't do that fake shit. That's why I be telling folks, like, don't put me on a pedestal because one day I'm going to disappoint the shit out of you. I know me. I know I'm petty as hell. I know I will talk about your ass. And when I mean talk about your, I will roast your ass until there ain't no more roasting left. And I'm fucking retarded as hell. So, just be yourself. Like, I don't understand that shit. Putting on a fucking front, I don't know. Being friends with folks and shit, that shit's weird. I don't know. But my thing is, if you're my friend and I do some fucked up shit on the internet and you call me and we have a discussion about it and you sit here and tell me you're wrong, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take it. Because I may for real be wrong. So if you can't take constructive criticism from your so-called friends, then they was never your friends to begin with. That's me personally. Facts, Angel. Facts. Nah, you right about that. A lot of motherfuckers out here be pretending. I'm sick of them goddamn fireworks. These motherfuckers still got fireworks. But a lot of people be pretending and doing weird ass shit, fake ass shit. Just keep this shit away from me. Yes, still, you don't hear them? Two of them just went off. There ain't no damn shots. I know shots. Man, I promise I ain't got time. What you want? I ain't got time. Mm-mm. I'm not finna sit here and fake it for a motherfucker I barely know. This some shit, internet shit. You think I hell no. Folks weird out here though. Lord, Discord dropping. About that goddamn. I feel sorry for that girl. But I don't know what's gonna happen to other folks too, so I don't know. I don't know, Pika. I tried to look. I don't know. I can't fix that. That's above my pay grade. I'm just a mod. I don't even know what happened. But I feel her though. I feel a little shit. If I'm a member, goddamn it, I want to be able to chat in this bitch. I feel I feel her. Like I paid for my membership and I can't even chat during live chat. Nah, fuck that. I don't. I tried it, but it wouldn't let. I didn't even see her in there, so I don't know. I don't know what they have to do to fix that. It is above my pay grade. I tried. Vic asked me to look. I looked. There's nothing I can do. So, but I feel it though. I feel why she upset. Shit, that goddamn Allie Baldwin shit pissed me off though. That just goes to show. Money talks, bullshit walks. I knew he was gonna get off. You welcome, nonsense. You welcome. I don't know how she. I don't know. I don't know how they got blocked. I don't even know if they're blocked. So yeah, my she fucked that case up, and a part of me feels like she fucked that case up on purpose. I'm gonna be honest with you, Vic. A part of me feels like she did that shit on purpose. Somebody got somewhere got paid. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I'm gonna keep saying this. The first motherfucking thing you learn in CCP class is to never assume that that gun is not loaded, and to never point it at somebody unless you need to use it. So the fact that you picked that motherfucker up and pointed it at her, you have some culpability to that shit as well. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Yeah, she may have loaded that gun with them goddamn bullets, but he pulled the trigger. So it's like somebody said, well, the girl's in jail. Yeah, because she didn't have money. Bottom line. If she would have had money and she would have had them lawyers backing her, like he did, I guarantee she would not be in jail. But because she went to jail, yeah, because blanks can fuck a person up. What a lot of people don't realize, shooting blanks can fuck you up. Exactly, Shorty. That's the first thing you're told. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Well, he wasn't the armor. He picked that motherfucker up and he pulled the trigger. Bottom line. But I knew that shit was gonna happen. No, no, I don't know why they had live ammo on set. Unless, like, even then, I don't see it. don't. But then again, I don't plan on watching that movie, so I don't know what's in that movie for them to feel like they had to have live rounds. I don't know. What I do know is something happened. That prosecutor fucked that case up so bad to where it was a mistrial and withholding evidence. That is a fucking no no. It just it's not firing up here for me. And Vic, that's what I'm saying. Soon as you pick that gun up, you take responsibility for what happened next. That's the first thing they teach you when you're going to get your gun license is always assume it's loaded when you pick it up, so handle it with caution, care, yada yada. Never point it at somebody unless you're gonna use it. So I don't I don't get that. I don't understand it, but I do understand how the case got thrown out. Don't let me lie like that. I do understand because the prosecution fucked it up so goddamn bad that here we are withholding evidence, sitting here not turning shit in on time. I don't know. Of course, Cash. But where I'm at, shit, what you gonna take a knife to a gunfight? Cause that's how it is here. Oh, they upstairs now. I hear one of them crying. It's probably Callie. As soon as she can't see me, she gonna start crying. And Zeus is at the door whining. I hear him. I would let him come out, but the last time he came out, it was a few degrees higher than this, and he acted like he was about to have a heat stroke with his big ass. So you can stay in the house. I don't know. I do concerts. I don't do movies. I ain't never been on a movie. Now, oh shit! Now my homeboy has done movies. I may ask him because I know they've dealt with prop guns and stuff before. I'ma ask him. I'ma call him and ask him because he has worked on movie sets. Yeah, uh, like I said, he was acting like his ass was having a heat stroke. So I made him sit down and lay down on that towel in there, so he could regulate his body heat, because he was sitting there panting so goddamn hard, and he kept trying to drink water from the water bowl, and I was like, nope, because all you're gonna do is throw it up. One or two sips is different, but when you try to down the whole goddamn bowl in one sitting, you're gonna throw up. If you're a criminal or mental illness, you shouldn't have. That's why I picked it up. Nah, Vic, I know better. Nope. I picked up all three of them. Nope, because they have three water bowls down here. I picked them all up because I know better. Once he got in the house, he was good. Well, he calmed down after about 15, 20 minutes, but that man was panting. I'm like, nigga, you alright? That man, you alright, bro? You talking about Alec? Do I think probably he probably will? Probably have to pay some more money or something. Hey, Kath. Well, I so that was okay. So that was when I heard that, Vic. You know how the music industry, when certain producers is on song, they'll get it like a point. It's like a point system, or you'll take a point on this song, yada yada, whatever it generates, you'll get so much money back. I'm wondering if it's set up like that in the movie business as well. With him being the producer on there, with him being, I know he's going to get a check because typically when you're a producer on a movie and it does well, you'll get a check. But I wonder how people feel with it being released. Yeah, the movie's still coming out, Shorty. Supposedly, that's what we've heard. The husband wanted it finished. He is listed as a producer on there. That was a part of the plea deal, from my understanding. So they have him listed as a producer. Somebody said director, but I don't believe he was the damn director. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. Alec is too headstrong to let that position go. I just don't see that happening. Well, yeah, for their kids, yeah. I completely understand that part for the kids because they did lose their mama. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, that's the first thing you learn is to assume it's loaded. And yeah, she loaded the bullets, but he picked the gun up. Shorty, I've heard about that. The chicken broth ice cubes. I've heard about it. I might try that. And that was another thing. Like, who hired these people? If she fucked up on previous movies, why would you hire her? I'm not being funny. I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm all for people having second chances. But if she had previous dealings with other movies and they say she fucked up, why the fuck did y'all hire her? I used to go a lot, kitty. Don't ask me how much I used to spend on bullets until bullets started getting high as hell. Then cause I don't like the cheap ones. They always fucking get caught. I hate that. So I always, yeah. So, but when inflation started kicking everybody ass, I had to cut back on some shit. I don't give a fuck if her goddamn granddaddy was God, the armorer. At the end of the day, if she fucked up on numerous sets, why the fuck did y'all hire her? Just asking. Because I wouldn't have hired that motherfucker. Fuck that. That's a liability. I don't know. When I think about shit like that, how do you affect not only me, but my team? And if you've had previous issues, I don't know if I want that around. Because we've all heard how sets can be cursed and all type of shit. Prime example, Poltergeist. If you don't know the story behind Poltergeist, look that one up. But I would have never hired her. Bottom line, if this is coming from somebody that hire and fire people daily, I would have never hired her. I don't give a damn what her resume would have said. Once I started calling previous producers and all this shit to verify certain things, well, I don't even know if they have that on that side. I don't even know if they verify shit like that. In the industry I'm in, we have to verify. And if you have over a certain amount of, let's say, accidents, speeding tickets, seatbelt violations, suspension, whatever, we cannot hire you because our insurance requirements will not accept you, period. So once I would have started doing like the verifications of employment and checking to see and contacting previous film sets and producers and directors and asking about her and her previous work history, and as soon as they told me, well, she did fuck up, and I've gotten like 3 or 4 of the same type of stories on different movies, next, next, next. Yeah, accidents do happen. I'm not saying it doesn't, Cash, but like with my company, if you have 2 accidents and a moving violation, that is not going to fly with my company because of our insurance requirements. It's not us. It's not that we don't want to give you a second chance. It's our insurance. Our insurance will not allow that driver to work for us. Like if prime example, when you look at a driver's MVR and they'll have a lot of their previous employment history listed on their deck, which is basically employers that report back to the driver's MVR. That is common with some companies. I've had one where he had like 15 jobs in the past 10 years. Everything was driver canceled lease, or he also hit 3 stationary objects, which showed me he cannot back the fuck up. So I cannot put him in a position where he's going to be backing up because it's clear evident he cannot fucking back up. If he's done hit 3 stationary objects while backing up, I'm not going to put him at, say, a yard dog position where that position is backing daily all the time. So there's just certain common sense with things. Yeah, accidents happen and we allow some, but some of them, oh no, Cash, you're right. I think the prosecution did it on purpose. So that's my theory. Everybody else may not agree. I think they knew he wasn't gonna be convicted. Period. I think that was already set in motion. I think that was the thing was what everybody failed to realize when the shooting happened. Okay, did nothing happen at first. Remember, when it first happened, didn't shit happen. It wasn't until the public media started saying, hold up, if he shot somebody, why the fuck he ain't in jail? It wasn't until the media started, because if you go back to some, Miss Brittany, if you go back to some of the commentary that they was putting out, they had sat here and said Basically, this trial was a court of public media. That's basically what it was. It wasn't until folks outside that media circuit started raising hell and being like, no, if it would have been any of our asses, we'd be under the jail. That's when they said, okay, well, we'll prosecute him. I think it was for show. I think it was taxpayers' dollar wasted. I don't think they had any intention on convicting him or anything like that, honestly. Yeah, he's not taking any. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, regardless, here's the thing, and like I said, any CCP carrier, any person that carries, they know the first two things you learn in class, and that was his fault for not doing his due diligence. I don't care, because at the end of the day, when you pick up that gun, you assume responsibility. No, they just had the trial. They had the civil case first, and then they went to trial. Yeah. No, you're right about that, because that's how he ended up being. That's how the husband ended up being a producer in the movie, and how the movie is still being put out. No, should no live Emma be on sets, and that's the thing. That's what I like. That was another thing I said. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you are a real if you really handle guns, ammunition, things like that, then you know blanks can do is just as much damage as a bullet can. If you really know the truth about blanks, you know them bitches can fuck some shit up too. Hey, Nana. I don't I don't know, Vic. I think I read in the chat where somebody had said that he asked for it to be there, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that's true. I just read it in the chat. Somebody had said that Alec asked for the live ammo to be there. Oh, I agree with you, Shorty. I do. And that's why they gave rights or producer rights to the husband. And they did put in memory, supposedly, we'll see it in the credits, of the person, the victim. So I knew we were talking about it earlier, and I knew, like, rules for thee, but not for me. Yeah. And that's what somebody else said. They was like, "So are we gonna go back on Brandon Lee and what you call it cases?" Back then, there was no public outrage. It was when the Rush shooting happened, though. There was public outrage. I'm telling y'all, a lot of these prosecutors moved due to public outrage. I don't think a lot of times when we see shit that happens on TV, well, sometimes you'll see people pushing the issue, and then other times you'll see people have public outrage, and then the prosecution be like, well, okay, we're gonna bring charges, knowing good and damn well them charges ain't gonna stick. Or shit like what happened in this court case. They said it was gonna take 8 days, it took 3. The prosecution was withholding evidence from the defense. She at least admitted that on the stand and said, well, I haven't turned any evidence over to the defense. Well, bitch, Yep, Nana. So, but with it being the Baldwins, people should have known this shit. People should have known it wasn't shit gonna happen with that. They should have known that that was a for show type shit. Because I had no faith that they was gonna do anything to him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had zero faith that that man would spend any day behind jail. Just being God's honest truth. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A blank can fuck you up. So either way it go with guns on set, that shit. What's up, Kyle? Hope you had a good day at work and not too goddamn hot out there. I heard y'all was sweltering though. But yeah, that's why I'm can't use goddamn cap guns. Just take the orange cap off that bitch. I mean, with the way effects are nowadays, I mean, y'all can't just make it look like somebody shooting somebody. Shit. Just saying. Yeah, see, yeah, there you go, Vic. You know what I was trying to say, like CGI or some shit. Like we can't do that. Like, do we really have to have real guns on set? Period. Do we have to make it as realistic as possible? I'm sorry, I've seen them create some of the best goddamn movies with CGI. You mean to tell me y'all can't, or a 3D gun or something like that? Shit, y'all making 3D ghost guns. Why you can't make a 3D gun that doesn't shoot anything? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how the like I said, I do concerts. I don't know how the movie entertainment business is. I would have to call my homeboy David because he did work in the movie sets and all of that. I would have to call him, but what you mean, Miss Brittany, with Miss Robbie and her grandson or son? Do you think? Are you asking me? Do I think she was involved with that? Do I think she knew about it? Kitty, Kyle is not in here. He just got home. That was nonsense telling us. Kyle said, "Hey, everybody." He ain't in here. You not blocked, baby. You not blocked. I can see everybody in here. Hey, Tiki. I'm sorry. Miss Brittany, if you want to know how I feel about the whole situation, I honestly I don't think she knew. If you want to know the truth, I don't think Miss Robbie knew that her son killed her grandson. I don't think she knew. Now, I always thought something was up with her son. Just the way I don't know, when I would watch Sweetie Pies and I would watch him and his character, or not character, but him and how he interacted with people and how he spoke. I'm gonna say this, I know my kind when I see it. I knew he was a narcissist. Like I could tell he was that type of man. And especially with the way he did Janae, when him and Janae broke up and she divorced him and got all of that shit, it was ugly. What do you mean? I mean, basically, Miss Robbie wasn't involved. It was her son He did it for an insurance payout. That was the whole reason why he did it. He hired a stripper here in Memphis that he was fucking. They were using burner phones to communicate, not realizing that that shit could be traced. Eat too, dumbass. And when you start throwing I don't give a fuck. When you start throwing football numbers to people here, when you start sitting here saying 20, 30, 40 years to life, motherfuckers is gonna snitch, okay? So when they told their stripper, because you had the feds, because this was a multi-state thing, it wasn't just Memphis. It was Tennessee plus Arkansas. So you had a multi-state operation going on, which means the feds was involved. With him wiretapping money to certain people, because she is the reason why he got killed. She called the people. He asked her, can you find me somebody to knock this man off? Turned around. She went, found some fake ass goons. I mean, they did the job, but yeah. Turned around, got the fake ass goons. They unalived him, made it seem like it was just some random shit out there in St. Louis when it wasn't. I mean, it was over insurance. He was going broke. After the divorce from Janae, she fucked him up because of the child. Yeah, talking about Sweetie Pies when her grandson was murdered. He did it. He did it for money. And like I said, when they started throwing football numbers at the stripper girl, and that's when she was like, "Well, this who she named off all this shit. And they had her have a like they had her communicate with him, and in a way set him up to get him to admit, yeah, her son." Yeah, him and it's Janae. Janae, Tim and Janae got married. Yes, Janae left him when he started abusing her. He started abusing her, and he wasn't around to help with their kids, so she left. She left. Appreciate you, Shorty. Um, so it was a money thing though. It was all over an insurance policy, which was dumb as hell. Uh, I just that was your son. That was your brother's son. But you got to remember, Timmy did time before. All right, Kitty. Appreciate you. You got to remember, Timmy did time before, too. Timmy was in the feds. He came home and his mama put him in that place. His mama did that for him. He didn't come home and help build that shit. His mama had already had Sweetie Pies built up. So when he came home, he was already set. Yeah, he served time before. And he was supposedly a mentor to the kids out there in St. Louis after he got out. Little did folks know he was still in the streets. Surprise, surprise. I peeped it from a long time ago when I was watching Sweet. I peeped that shit, and folks here in Memphis knew him because he was coming to Memphis a lot because they had secured a location here. And folks would see him in certain places that was not, if you're a tourist, you're not going to be in that place, bottom line. And he was in those places, which told us that he knows some folks. And the folks that he knew was some high ups in this city. So I don't know if he did time with them or how he got connected, but there were certain areas he was going that ain't no motherfucking outsider going to. Here, I don't think, no, they closed that location. Now the one in St. Louis is still open. Zeus, what are you barking at? It's just me. Now I know the one in St. Louis where the main ones. I know those are still open. I don't know if the one that's in Dallas or Vic. You might know where that one is at in Texas. There's one in Texas because they had did like an expansion. Um, but she said, "Man, hollering at me. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck he barking at. Ain't nothing on this goddamn carport except me." Unless he saw Kai, no, Kai gone. He was chilling right there in the cut for a second, but he realized I was talking to somebody. He was like, "Nah, bitch, who over there with you?" Kai don't fuck with everybody. I told you, it took me to, my, took him forever to start coming up to me. What's up, Graham? But no, it was strictly over money. He was just a greedy bastard that didn't know how to manage his money, fucked up, made fucked up choices. I heard he was in debt, gambling debts. I don't know if it's true because I didn't look into it, but that was the word in the streets. He was in debt. He had a lot of shit going on. So, yeah, he's barking because he wants my attention. I've been outside too long, and I'm talking to somebody, and they can't see who I'm talking to. They don't know nobody's here. Leave it to my retarded babies. But no, I just when Tim finally got arrested though, that was shocking. When he did get arrested, all of us was like, "What?" It was shocking. And I remember folks was like, "Man, that man didn't do it. He didn't do it. They setting him up. They setting him up. He didn't do it." Once they started reading off the evidence, and my, I want to say it was either News Channel 5 or 13, one of them, they had did a whole timeline of like when he was here, what he did. It was crazy. They was releasing affidavits, all type of shit. So when it happened, like I said, a lot of people, they was like, "Nah, he didn't do it. He didn't do it." Shit. Read them goddamn affidavits. Read them affidavits. Read the court paperwork. Hmm. The money that was being wired and transferred and all of this shit. He did it. And the stripper told. Because the stripper was facing 20 to life. They told her, "You facing 20 to life." And she said, "Where the pen, where the paper?" And like I said, what makes it so fucked up is that if you know Sweetie Pie's story, then you know Tim's brother was dead. That was his only son, and they had got him out of the state he was in because he wasn't in St. Louis with them. I think he was either in Texas or Louisiana. He was not in St. Louis with them. They had to go get him. And they brought him back up there, and they was like, "Nah, this is how we living." Like, they tried to put him on game, have him working for the restaurant. Tim was trying to be like, you can take over a location, yada yada. But I don't know if Andre had a different. I don't know if Andre wanted to be like his daddy and be in the streets. I don't know, but I know Andre had stepped up. like back from it. He wasn't even doing the show no more. So I don't know what happened, and I honestly I don't know what went through Tim's mind to sit here and say I can kill my nephew and get this money. I don't know. I guess the world will never know about that. Like out of all people, I would have thought it would have been his baby mama. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it would have been Janae. It's real shit. Because the way he was with her, even on camera, if people would have paid attention, he was a narcissist towards Janae. But to kill your own damn nephew, that's your brother's son, that's already dead. That's a whole nother beast. That's a whole nother beast. You real fucked up. Honestly, my barber, told you I like get my eyebrows done. This one kind of fucked up. I need to brush it back right. It's hot. But no, I really, my barber. But that whole situation, it was fucked up. And like I said, when folks found out, especially here, a lot of people were trying to defend Tim and shit. And I'm like, man, that motherfucker a killer. I'm sure shit, he a killer. But he ain't the killer. He paid people to be killers. And he thought he was going to get away with it. That's why you don't trust strippers. I'm just saying. Been there, done that. Don't ever do business with a stripper. See, Big coming through with the tips. And, like, I ain't brush it. But I do. I get them done every 2 weeks. I just like them. I don't get them chopped off, as y'all can see. I just like them lined up, though. I don't like my hairs being all over the place and shit. So I started getting. He started doing my eyebrows, and ever since then, I was just keep doing it. Don't stop. I'll pay you extra. Just keep. So, but yeah, my barber does them. Who, Tim? Oh, you know what? I don't know how much Tim got. I think it was I think they hit his ass for life. I don't know. Let's see. Or I don't even know if Tim Norman. He was found guilty. Oh, whoa, Miss Brittany. Do you know this motherfucker filed for appeal? This shit was just in the news yesterday. He he tried to get an appeal. Of course, they denied it. They rejected his appeal, but court rejects appeal of former Sweetie Pie star sentenced to life in federal prison. I thought so. How the fuck you gonna appeal it when all the information? Reality's TV star was denied an appeal after he was convicted of a murder for hire in St. Louis last year. Tim Norman was sentenced to life in federal prison in March of 23 for murder hire against his nephew, Andre Montgomery, died in 2016, 2 years after Norman took out a life insurance policy on him. Told y'all it was about money. The Court of Appeals ruled that the sentence would stay in place. Norman and his family were known about the Sweetie Pie's on OWN network, blah, blah, blah. Oh, shit, they got the appeal on here. The fuck did he... Uh, I wonder what's the insurance agent ever brought up on charges. He helped Tim take out. Now that part I didn't know, and I'm reading it through the affidavit right here. The insurance agent took out numerous policies out on Andre and put them in Tim's name. The last one though, that Yognam, however you say his damn name, only one went through, and Norman was set up as the policy holder with a $450,000 payout in Andre's death. In September, Yognam peddled the new life insurance policy with one catch. Norman had to wait 6 months before he could be listed as the policy owner. Norman was not interested because Andre might not make it to 6 months. Heavy quotations on that. Yognam kept pestering him to call the insurance companies for recorded interviews, but Norman did not want to be on tape. Shit has changed, he wrote. Andre ain't gonna be around much longer. Yeah, I'm gonna say this about self because I'm just to that point where a lot of people, and I don't give a damn how folks feel about me. I just don't like that bitch, and I'm gonna say every time that bitch say something about my state, I'm gonna say something about her ragged ass. But that case has turned into a fucking nightmare. Everybody wants to insert their feelings, opinions, and state them as fact. Everybody has their own orchestrated theory that KPCP just had to do something. Chris wasn't at work. Fuck his alibi. Like all type of shit. Meanwhile, we're gonna hang on Seth balls and everything he say. And when he nuts, baby, we gonna catch it. I don't. No. Fuck that. Fuck. No. He is not doing his son any justice. Period. You didn't do your son any justice by admitting that he was sexually, you know what, or he was out here doing it. No, fuck that. No. You didn't help your son. You not helping your son. Where the fuck is that money that has been raised? Where has that went? No. Fuck him. And I hate to say that about a parent, but nope. You ain't done nothing to help Sebastian. Sorry. So I don't. And then a lot of people, like I said, as Vic said too, a lot of people have turned this fucking case into a circus in the name of Sebastian. All you're doing is grifting off his case. That's all you're doing. You making money off a missing boy. I'm sorry. That's not something I never, no, fuck that. I don't want to make money off of nobody missing. That's the God's honest truth. I'd rather be broke than to get online and talk about somebody missing and y'all sending me money knowing good and damn well I'm not finna put it into fun to find. No, fuck that. I know. No. Angel, he did. A lot of these creators bring it on themselves. A lot of these people do. They bring it on themselves and then they want to cry. And I think so too, Vic. I think he ran away or I think somebody picked him up because that's why I really think he hasn't been found. I think somebody has him. And I'm not saying holding him hostage type shit. I really think that man said, I'm not going to my daddy. You got me fucked up and ran the fuck away. And daddy knows that, so let me push all the blame towards them. And I was the father of the year. Fuck out of here. You not no goddamn father of the year to me. You gotta do some extraordinary shit to become father of the year with me. So, I don't respect him as a man, as a human being. I don't. The shit he has said about his own fucking child is disgusting. The shit he has talked about on panels with other people's disgusting in the name of his child. No. Fuck out of here. No. That's sick shit. You know what, Angel? I'm not gonna lie. I thought that too. I said, you know what? What as dense as Tennessee is when it comes to our forest and wooded areas, I said he could have very well done wandered into the woods and they didn't push that search radius far enough and somebody's gonna find some bones. I hate to say that, but that has been a possibility with on my side as well. I'm not gonna lie. I have high hopes that he is found. I want to put that out there. I do, but I also in the back of my mind, I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Well, he's alive," and not have that possibility of he may be passed on. You know, I want to have that hope, trust and believe. I want to have that hope that he's still alive, but you know how shit can go. And it's a possibility because, especially towards that way, when you get towards mountainous, when you get towards like over that way, Rocky and all of that, um, Gallatin, all of that places over towards that way. Yeah, Pigeon Forge, all of that. When you start getting to those hilly sides, that terrain is no fucking joke. And you don't know until you get in there. Trust me. You get in there, you realize, oh shit, this hike is more than I expected. Yes, it is. Hmm. I think there's a lot of strange coinkydinks with that case, but it wasn't mine. All these people coming out the woodwork, sitting here saying, well, I know Sebastian don't know some shit about Sebastian. Ain't seen Sebastian in probably 5 fucking years, but you don't speak on. I think a lot of coinkydink shit doesn't happen with this case, honestly. As I say, grifter's gonna grift. And for the wrong fucking reasons and for the wrong shit. Because I could never grift off a missing child, missing adult, missing nothing. I can't. Fuck that. That's not in my heart. So, oh, look, Vic, something just popped up on my phone. They got Alec Baldwin in tears giving a press conference. So, I don't know if y'all want to go peep that out, but it just popped up on my phone. So, but now I'm finna get up and water my flowers because it's time so they don't fucking die. So, look, it just look. I knew it just popped up. There go Rabbit. I knew it. Rabbit's finna. I don't know if she just went live or what, but I just seen a notification for Rabbit. So I seen that. Then I seen Rabbit, but he is boo-hooing crying apparently on a press conference. But anyway, y'all have a good night. I wanted to update y'all on that cop. He is fired. He is no longer with the fucking force. Thank you, God. And the watermelon man killer, he is in custody and his punk ass can't run no more. He's not getting out, according to the DA, but we shall see. Hopefully his ass doesn't get out and he's prosecuted to the fullest extent, but we shall see. So, anyway, y'all have a good night. Y'all be safe. It's the weekend. Drink responsibly. Have sex responsibly. Do whatever the fuck you do, but be safe doing it. Hit that like, y'all. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you.